The official narrative on unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, is a tangled web of contradictions and omissions. Governments worldwide, particularly in the United States, have long maintained a stance of dismissal and denial. They often attribute sightings to misidentified aircraft, weather phenomena, or outright hoaxes. However, a growing body of evidence suggests a far more complex and unsettling reality. This evidence points to a deliberate and coordinated effort to suppress information about UAPs, keeping the public in the dark about what truly transpires in our sky. This suppression is not a recent phenomenon. It has been a persistent pattern, woven into the very fabric of UFO history. For decades, official statements have minimized the significance of UAP sightings, often portraying witnesses as unreliable or delusional. This carefully constructed narrative, however, begins to crumble when confronted with the sheer volume of credible eyewitness accounts, including those from highly trained military pilots and government officials. The official line often claims a lack of concrete evidence, yet simultaneously there's a noticeable resistance to thoroughly investigate and declassify existing data. This begs the question, if UAPs are truly insignificant, why the strenuous efforts to keep information hidden? The answer, it seems, lies in the possibility that governments know far more than they are willing to admit. This possibility, supported by a growing number of whistleblowers and leaked documents, suggests a hidden truth, carefully guarded from public view. The official narrative, with its contradictions and carefully chosen words, simply cannot reconcile with the mounting evidence of something extraordinary occurring in our skies. This discrepancy fuels public distrust and suspicion, creating an environment ripe for speculation and conspiracy theories. It's time for transparency, for governments to acknowledge the reality of UAPs and engage in open and honest dialogue about their nature and origins. The most disturbing evidence of a cover-up lies not just in what is hidden, but in what has been actively destroyed. Across the globe, there is a documented history of governments systematically erasing records of UFO sightings, effectively attempting to erase the historical record itself. This deliberate destruction of evidence speaks volumes about the true intentions of those in power. One striking example comes from a 1949 FBI memo. This memo nonchalantly admits to the destruction of thousands of UFO reports, citing a supposed lack of filing space. This flimsy excuse, easily dismissed at the time, now appears as a blatant attempt to dispose of potentially explosive information. The casualness with which such a significant act is described is chilling, hinting at a culture of secrecy and impunity. The United Kingdom's Ministry of Defence, or MOD, provides another example of this unsettling pattern. The MOD claims to have destroyed all UFO reports dating back to World War II, a period rife with unexplained aerial sightings. This period, marked by heightened military activity and technological advancements, represents a treasure trove of potential UFO data, yet it has been conveniently wiped clean. Even more concerning is a 2009 MOD memo revealing a policy of destroying all future UFO reports. This policy, enacted to prevent the accumulation of evidence and avoid public disclosure obligations, represents a deliberate attempt to stifle any meaningful investigation into UAPs. By actively preventing the collection of data, the MOD effectively ensures that the public remains ignorant of any potential threat or breakthrough discovery. These actions, far from being isolated incidents, point to a global pattern of obfuscation and deceit. Governments, entrusted with protecting their citizens and seeking the truth, are instead actively suppressing information that could be crucial to our understanding of the universe and our place within it. The phrase national security has long been a convenient shield, used to deflect scrutiny and justify secrecy. While legitimate concerns exist about disclosing sensitive information that could compromise national defense, this shield is often wielded too broadly, becoming a catch-all excuse to suppress information that might challenge the established order. In the case of UAPs, the national security argument is particularly dubious, as it assumes that any advanced technology must be inherently threatening. The very act of classifying information about UAPs as a matter of national security immediately frames the issue in a context of fear and suspicion. It suggests that there is something to be feared, that these unknown objects pose a direct threat to our safety. This fear-mongering, whether intentional or not, serves to control the narrative and discourage open discussion. Furthermore, the over-reliance on national security as a justification for secrecy creates a dangerous precedent. It allows for the unchecked operation of covert programs, potentially operating outside the bounds of legal and ethical constraints. Without transparency and accountability, there is no way to ensure that these programs are not engaging in activities that could ultimately harm, rather than protect, the public interest. The true threat to national security may not lie in the unknown phenomena themselves, but in the culture of secrecy that surrounds them. A government that operates in the shadows, unaccountable to its citizens, is a government that is susceptible to corruption and abuse of power. Transparency, on the other hand, fosters trust and allows for informed public discourse, which is essential for a functioning democracy. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of the UAP phenomenon is the strong possibility of deeply classified black budget programs dealing with extraterrestrial technology. These programs, operating outside the normal channels of government oversight, would have access to virtually unlimited resources and operate with near-total impunity. The mere existence of such programs raises profound questions about the true extent of government knowledge and the lengths to which they are willing to go to keep it hidden. A Navy astronaut, speaking on condition of anonymity, has alluded to these programs, claiming that rogue private organizations are operating top-secret projects with black-budget federal funding. These organizations, answerable to no one but themselves, would have the power to develop and deploy advanced technologies without any public scrutiny or ethical considerations. Further evidence comes from a leaked 2019 document containing a letter from a Navy commander. This letter details a top-secret 2002 conversation between an astrophysicist, a Pentagon UFO program consultant, and the director of the Defense Intelligence Agency. This conversation explicitly discusses the existence of black-budget programs dealing with not-of-this-earth technology, specifically a reverse engineering program. This program, allegedly run by an aerospace defense contractor, covert intelligence elements and anonymous government officials, operates in complete secrecy. The leaked document reveals a shocking level of compartmentalization, with even the DIA director being denied access, deemed irrelevant to the program. This exclusion extends to the White House, Congress, and all other U.S. government personnel unless they meet the stringent criteria of the Watch Committee, the ultimate gatekeepers of this hidden reality. The implications of such programs are staggering. If true, they suggest that the government possesses technology far beyond anything publicly acknowledged, technology that could potentially revolutionize energy, transportation, and even our understanding of the universe itself. However, this knowledge comes at a steep price: the erosion of democratic principles and the potential for unchecked power in the hands of a select few. In this section, we delve into the intriguing world of insider testimonies and leaked documents. Over the years, numerous individuals have come forward, claiming to have first-hand knowledge of UAP encounters and government cover-ups. These whistleblowers, often at great personal risk, have provided compelling accounts that challenge our understanding of these phenomena. Additionally, a series of leaked documents have surfaced, offering a glimpse into what might be a hidden agenda. These documents, if authentic, suggest that there may be more to the story than what we've been told. They hint at secret programs, covert operations, and perhaps even contact with non-human entities. As we piece together these testimonies and documents, we begin to see a pattern emerge, a pattern that raises more questions than answers. Are these revelations part of a larger truth, or are they merely fragments of a much bigger puzzle? Join us as we explore these fascinating insights and attempt to uncover the reality behind the mystery. In the land of the crown, secrecy and suppression have long been the modus operandi when it comes to unidentified aerial phenomena. For decades, reports have been buried, witnesses silenced, and information withheld from the public eye. This cloak of secrecy raises many questions about what is truly being hidden and why. Australia too has its share of mystery when it comes to UFO files. Many records have simply vanished, leaving behind a void of unanswered questions. What happened to these documents? Were they lost, destroyed, or deliberately hidden? The missing files add yet another layer of intrigue to the global UFO enigma. Authorities often justify the suppression of UFO sightings by citing the need to prevent mass panic. They argue that the public is not ready to handle the truth about extraterrestrial encounters. But is this paternalistic approach truly in our best interest, or does it serve another more obscure purpose? Ultimately, the need for transparency and truth in the matter of UFOs is paramount. The public deserves to know what is happening in our skies and what implications these phenomena may have for our future. Only through openness and honesty can we hope to understand the full scope of this compelling mystery.